Hi everyone. Right, I've got this little project that I want to do, and I thought, well, film it while I'm doing it. That way people can see how I alter things. I can't remember whether somebody sent me this, and it's a old-fashioned, it had a little, like a woman, old lady on it, so I'm going to put another lady on it, but she's going to be doing some fresh lace making. I've just got to take these little bobbins off. I'm going to take off this. I know you're going, oh Fee, you're destroying it. No, I'm not. I'm redoing it. I'm revamping it. It needed revamping. And this is all loose, so I'm going to fix all that up. And then I'll do the doll to go on it. I really need to just get that off. Recover that. So, oops, don't get rid of those. We need to get rid of that though. So what I've got is I've got some of this felt. Now, let me get my scissors. And I'm only going to need, about that much. I've got the, oh, by the way, this is a new glue gun, yay! And they're in. I've only managed to get 6 this morning, so, and we had to send for them from another place. We couldn't get them in Leeds. So, they're in stock. 5 of them are in stock if you're interested. And you get 20 glue sticks free with it, which you don't get anywhere else. But yes, they're in. And this is my new one. I've got one at last. I'm absolutely thrilled because I desperately needed one. Right, so we're going to pop that on there. What I'm going to do is just, I think it's screwed in. So I'm going to unscrew that so I can work on it better. I think it was just nailed in actually. It's coming off. Yeah, it's just nailed in. But hey, we can glue that back in. And I'm going to work on this. It's just easy for me to get a handle on it. I love the glue guns, these, because they're the fine tip. So we can pop that onto there. Wipe that off. Cut. Don't waste that. Do the back of a little flower. I have a bag that I put at the side of my table, and all my little oddments can go in there when I'm cleaning my desk off and whatnot. Anything that I don't waste, I don't want to waste. There's no point in wasting. Let's see. That little bit can go. There we go. And we've covered that. And that's fine. I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do... Where's my little thing gone? What have I done with it? I had 2 of them. But did you see where it went? Don't tell me I've thrown it away. I will be so... more than likely I have. No. Did I put it in my little bag at the side? How in hell's name can I lose something? I thought I only picked that up. 1. Oh bum, where did that go? How have I lost that now? Honest to God, Fee, come on. Right. What have I done with it? Oh, it stuck to the blooming... Look, it stuck to that. What a tit. I was thinking, I know I had 2 of them. Right, so we need to glue this back on. And I'm going to pop some glue there. Just for now, it will do. And turn the table around. I think we need it like that, that's it. Get rid of the excess glue. That's not a problem. There we go. Well, a nice new table. I want to make sure that that's all right. Now I need a little bit of lace. I mean, I've got that pink lace that we have, selling 3 meters. That I'm just going to do that to here, like that, which is how it was. Now this didn't have any thread on it, but I'm going to put some on, which I thought if they were going to make something like this, they would have automatically put some on, and they didn't. So a dab of glue, and then I'm going to wind some thread on. I want it to look like it's actually working. More realistic. So I'm going to cut that. I'm just going to get rid of that bit of glue. A little bit there. Just so it holds it on. And do the same with this one. Like that. Just makes it a little bit more realistic. There we go. Like that. There we go. Now this could go wrong, but I've got some pliers because I don't like this square. I'm going to just chip away at the edges. Hopefully, if I do it really fast like that, it just gives it a bit more character. And cleaner will get them bits. Me. Like that. It's on the ends here that's rounded off, and I'm thinking, do you know what, it looks too conformed, is that the word? Probably not. So we've got those. Now we need some tiny pins. And in my sewing box I should have, see those, they've got a little tiny bobble on the end, so that's more like a pin. So what I'm going to do is put so many, the straightest ones, so many together, and cut them all the same. What I'm going to do again is just basically to make them look more realistic, is I'm going to dab a glue, oops, I can't even see, dab a glue on the end and just place them on the fabric, on the lace, as though they're actually being used. I know it's got the bobbins, but you did pin the work down. I'm going to put the bobbins on in a minute. Like so. I just think it looks more authentic. like that. Oops, a little bit too much on there. Never mind, take that off. And we can do that. It just looks more real. So then pop them away. So you've got to think about what you've got, what could you use, because you don't have to use these just to make, you know, put on beads. You do something like that. Now, you could do one of these from chipboard. And when I've done this, I'm going to show you how. Now, the other thing is we're going to pop this. We need to cut these down about to about an inch. And then I'm just going to glue. I have to make sure I get these as they were, because they've still got bits on. Like that. Like that. Okay, I'll take that off. And then we're going to loop these threads just onto the fabric. Like that. So it looks more like a working kit, you know, a working table. It's the detail. If you get the detail right, you get the project right. So that does look like a working table. With that. Just look more interesting. So that's that done, but like I said, I'm going to show you how to do this using chipboard. And I need a rod, which I've got here, and some chipboard. So we sell all this in the shop. We sell the 4x4, the 8x8, 6x6, A4, and we do the round ones, the square ones, the oval ones, the heart shaped, you name it, we do them. So we do have this in the shop if you get stuck for any. Right, so I'm not even going to measure it. I'm basically first of all going to cut a square. That's big enough. I'm going to chop the corners off. That's that one. I've got the rod, which I now need to hold and chop. Use my pliers. Do that. I also have my sanding block. So we've got that. Now we need the seat, which is this. That's cut at an angle, and I'll probably do the same height. Okay, so we've got that tabletop bit, that one. So you make one out of one piece. Let me just see. That's the tabletop. The leg, the base, the back. And just cut it at an angle. Like that. shape, round that off. Like that. So that's the base. And the little seat that goes on it, which is this. And this, we can put a little block in that. So what I'm going to do that, to make sure it stays, is we cut at an angle off the piece that's left. Straighten that out. Here we go. I'm going to attach that to this in the middle. Sorry, with the straight edge to the outside, like that, making that flush. Then we attach the base at the back of the seat, which is like that. Just going to cut the corners off of it, give it a little bit of shape, like that. Attach the back. No measurements involved. Do it by eye. You can measure if you need to. Sorry, like that. We'll sit that on there. So the join is here and it's support. And I'm going to sit mine on top, because what I didn't leave was this bit here, but never mind, we can sit it on top. I'm just going to sit that in the middle, making sure that is flush. We now add the table. Now, and what I'm going to do first is just to put a hole in here to help that stay in. So now I need, where's my plier things? Wait a minute. I'll find them. Here we are. So I need a hole. Use the large one. That's about the middle. Like that. That will help that stay in. I can screw that in. Yep. How high do we need that? It's about right height. That's called a is it crocodile or something? Let me just see. I've had mine a long time. We Are Memory Keepers I got mine from. Hole punch, any. I've got an old one, a lot older than that. Right, so we've got that. Now, just to be on the safe side, I'm also going to glue under there for support. That's all. So we've got that. Now we need the tabletop, which is about that. This is all out of one square. But I just thought I'll share with you, quite easy if you want to do a sewing room and do a vintage one. Let me just put those back. So I'm just going to shape my table. I don't want it straight like, well, no, we can do that. We can do that. Right, now it has got a little bit of padding. Mine hasn't, it's arched. I'm going to put a bit of padding in there. Just enough to glue that on. Like that. And then when I cut the fabric, right, sorry, let me just get this right. Just going to glue the two sides on first. Just hold that down. Sorry if I'm not in view. Pull that a little bit. And hold that down like that. And we can cut that off. Cut that off. And then we just snip these edges, left and then right. And then we glue that bit down. Like that. And then all we do is take that off. I think I snipped that a bit too far, but that's fine. Push that in. Just let me tidy up. There we go. And there you are. We've got a little padded one to go on there. And that is basically just resting on there. Like that. But first, before we do that, I've got some of this, which is, it's a gel antique. Oh, if I can get into the damn thing. And I'm just going to get a little pot. I will be getting some more of these in. We do sell them. I think we've got some left, but I'm not sure how many. I try and sell everything I use. And I just need a tiny bit. There we go. Just a touch. I'm going to put the lid on because I know what I'm like. Make sure you can still see. Just take a brush. And then what we're going to do, I mean, you could do this first and then put it together, but it's just as quick, just as easy to do it this way. Turn that upside down, oops, and pop that on, and that will hold that in place, because I've put the board on top of that one, on top of this one. That just needs something to hold it in place, and that will. There, that's fine. Like that, and let's just have a look. Slightly lean it down. See, I think they're good, aren't they? Me likey. A lotty. I'm actually going to paint this one the same colour, and We'll sort that out though later. For now, let's just get it finished. Again, we want some lace. We have. I'll just put a little bit of glue on there. Oops. Like that. We'll take the excess off. It's hanging down. Again, get some of the pins. We'll make some of these. Oh, 4, don't we? Oh, 5 I've got there. God, so we've got teenagers in the street and they argue like mad. They're worse than women. They're worse than girls. They really are. Let me just sort this out with the pliers. Now you're going to say, what are you going to do for these, Fiona? Well, the thing is, I've no idea, I never thought of that. Chinese, you know the Chinese toothpicks? They've got little gaps, you know, they've got little patterns to them. And I had some somewhere. Improvise, Fifi. Okie dokie, here we go. Fiona's going to improvise. Right, sorry, the camera cut out. I hope it lasts because it's not charged very well. This one, I have 2. Now, take my sander and I've cut a skewer. I'm going to round off the end on that one as well. Now that bit's broken off, no problem. No problem. It doesn't have to be, you know, an exact one. So cotton. Oops. There we go. There. And I might have just as well sort this one out, I think, while I'm here. think mine's just as good as that, and you would never tell that they were made. Let me just brush that off, I didn't see that. That they were made from, well, one's made from wood, but the other one's made from chipboard. And I don't think you'd actually tell much which was which. I hope that's helpful. Please try it if you're into miniatures. It wasn't hard to do, and one 4x4 makes a chair, sewing chair. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.